orbit. Above Gorgon.
Is that an Apex Mark V queso atmospheric dome? I've never seen one in person. Magnificent. Let's hope Jasper's pharmaceutical special blend hasn't affected his voice enough to keep it from opening the door.
You think a voice lock's hard to make? Maybe I could take some parts off the cleaner mech in storage and put one on my berth.
Please speak the passphrase.
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
Passphrase accepted. Access granted. Welcome, Dr. Jasper Lowe.
Almost hard to believe something so awful as Adrenatime came from a place that looks so... normal. Normal aside from the bodies, I mean. And the blood. Awesome. Blood.
Show your boss that you are right, because you take Adrenatime.
You people never seem to take the hint. What is it about Leave that eludes that tiny little mind of yours? I've switched on the laboratory's security system. I trust the mechanicals will sort you out. Good luck.
Hold on. I thought this place was supposed to be abandoned. You think that could have been the spooky voice from OCI? The one calling themselves the Ghost?
Unexpected performing.
We've got a fight on our hands.
Roscoe, it's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack. And you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get them, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste ravine. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, all right? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
Not very sanitary anymore, if it ever was. last of them.
Wow! Great work! What was Mr. Lowe doing with all these primals?
May you find peace in death! Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Here I go!
Lethality now reduced. Performing an area.
Wow!
Quietly now. want now?
Here goes nothing!
Successfully discharged.
Mr. Lowe was awfully messy, wasn't he? Since we've been traveling together, we've visited a lot of places that set my teeth on edge. This here makes my skin crawl.
I dare say it seems like the inmates were running the asylum here.
Worse than wrong, Captain. Catastrophic. And a whole lot of ordinary people who trusted them ended up dead. The folks down here dedicated their lives to fixing Halcyon. They were supposed to be the company's best and brightest. How'd they lose their way?
Just think of the damage their worst and dimmest could do.
I get now why Miss Ambrose would want to clear her mom's name. If the folks responsible for Edgewater's woes tried to blame him on my dad, I couldn't have let it stand.
Night falls on Gorgon. Though I suppose it's always dark here in the void. The lab is empty, and I am at last alone. I'm preoccupied with thoughts of the single-celled xenocytes that make their home here on this rock. These primordial creatures persist despite
Always a brilliant idea to use primals as test subjects. Nothing ever goes wrong.
our bodies react to theirs, there is a harmony in our...
Incoming!
Perhaps that's why our bodies react to theirs. There is a harmony in us. The law didn't craft us for the void, yet we scrabble across its cold worlds, building, persisting, as the xenocytes do. We live. Against all odds, we live. But for how long?
Gonna be a relief to see the stars again. This cave is making...
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take Adrenatine.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Tell me about the production of adrenatime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with.
It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures.
Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process. Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical.
Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker builder sprat. Why the sudden airs? And such specific questions? Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy?
Pardon me.
I've had quite enough of you! Everyone all right? Good thing none of us have a fear of heights, right? None of us?
Don't look, don't look, don't look.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Yes, the plan. A ridiculous notion. There's an underlying universal order that determines everything. I was quite full of myself, haranguing everyone, going on and on. Oh, right. You had a question.
Never mind. That about answers it.
I have to say, Miss Holcomb, you are surprisingly... a man of the cloth. The last of them. May you find peace in death. Your back, Captain. Stay away! Everyone all right?
An unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown. At precisely this moment, Captain? No. Within the next 60 to 90 seconds? Yes. The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice. I understand. Allow me to rectify my oversight. Captain, please be informed that our airlock has a death trap installed. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low. Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again. Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show. Now initiate more working protocol.
Maybe that what else she got trapped?
Looks like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup. How many times do I have to tell you people, don't stand so close to the speaker? I can hear you breathing. The goons haven't played tossball for a decade. We're the freebooters. I'll admit, this attack hasn't gone strictly according to plan. But as we like to say in the league, no strategy survives contact with the opponent. Let's call this round a draw. You head back to your end of the field, I'll regroup my team, and we'll see where things take us in the second half. What do you say? Of course we're playing tossball. We're the freebooters. Tossball is what we do. Tossball and piracy. Here's the problem. I can't let you live, but as long as you're on my ship, you've got the advantage over us. So, we're at an impasse. Couldn't tell you. Disclosing the identity of my alleged employer is strictly against contract. Also, impolite to ask. Yeah, well, you've been upsetting some powerful people poking around Gorgon like that. Oh, damn it. Forget I said that. Freebooters. Come on, pal. Respect the brand.
Nice one, Captain! Heard something. Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
You know, I feel a little snubbed. We were having a civilized conversation over that intercom, and you just walked off. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the ship. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, but I had every intention of respecting the upholstery. I would have had you spaced or shot in the bathroom or something. You're the captain of the Unreliable. You dropped out of the sky in Emerald Vale, and whatever you've been doing on Gorgon, you've upset my employer. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead. And a man's gotta make a living. You understand.
That's the last of them.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart? Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
Look at these whole heads, walking around like they run the place.
Hey you, over here. Whoa, 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 it's risen. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal. Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there. What, after 5 years? Pretty sure she's serious about a little stint in solitary. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there. This deal with Blakesley's pretty sweet. We get paid, and we get fresh greens every week. My gums never looked healthier. Wait, you serious? You, don't look much alike. Look, we won't give you trouble, but I can't say the same about Blakesley. She's got some crazy setup in there, so if you get shot, don't come complaining to me.
This one's clear, guys. How you going, boss?
Some days, it's like I don't know what to do with myself.
This must be a step up from force battery. Huh?
Doesn't look like either of
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself click. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the automechanicals can explain.
Protect me.
Watch through it!
Here I go!
You hear that humming? Sounds like some kind of generator.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Mr. Home Invasion? Hey, a lot of money went into corralling that pack of trigger-happy washouts. Not exactly the deepest hiring pool out here. Spacer's Choice send you? Took your sweet time. Gorgon? I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are. That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard? His predictive data. If I were on Byzantium, I'd have strangled him. Clarence lacks the attention span for this sort of thing. Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right? Why? Are you worth threatening? I don't have the slightest idea who you are. This some sort of shakedown? Have you been hanging out with the gardeners or something? Let me guess. The facilities are locked down? You're just opening doors, trying to send the override? Lucky me. Right then. HIA. The Gorgon project gave us Adrena time in the end, but that's just the Bo Spacer's Choice stuck on the whole mess. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas. Samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies. Testing supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Tried to anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects. Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy. Plenty. Not to mention Spacer's Choice put in the legwork to make Gorgon habitable. Probably crawling with scavengers. You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders. Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-adrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony. Sure, I don't mean to stop you. Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir? Yeah, well, people don't tend to exhume the past just so they can bury it again somewhere nicer. How about you, kid? You've got orphan written all over that baby face of yours. What do you get out of headbutting murderous automechanicals for your captain here?
First of all, I don't headbutt. I dropkick. As for what I get out of it, I don't know. It's fun.
Hope it stays that way, kid. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance. Yeah. I'll make sure the automechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
Captain, don't do that. It's mean.
Observation log, date, who knows. Subject number, well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He has lifted the veil and found the pattern. He wakes up, he listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats, he waits. Life is easy. But the second your molt comes in, pal,
We're not dissidents, you know? We're employees.
Yeah, move along, buddy. Thanks for the pay cut.
I thought about hiding in a crate, but they all smell sort of funny.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Look at those stars. Don't it make you feel small in the best way?
Show your boss that you are prime because
Oh my God. What is that smell?
Trying real hard not to breathe in.
Welcome to Human Inquiry Odyssey, the Spacer's Choice Facility. My name is Dr. Marion Blakeslee, and I'd like to congratulate you all on volunteering for this important assignment. I know that is
Our brightest minds did their dirtiest work here. We made puppets out of people and tested them until they broke. Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here, and they hate to be disturbed.
We made it through Chem, okay? We can make it through this. Right?
We made it through the chem lab in one piece. I reckon we can handle this.
show your boss that you are prime.
I thought these folks were supposed to be volunteers. Why do they got them bunking like prisoners?
Honestly, boss, I just seen cysty pigs with better living arrangements.
Welcome, volunteers. This office environment is where we will test your communication, paper management, and self-motivation skills. This is your time to shine. You may just find yourselves doing similar work at a real office.
You're going down!
You got it, Captain!
Nobody messes with you, boss!
Gonna find you!
Let him have it! Everyone all right?
for volunteers. As usual, here you will be demonstrating work environment being attentiveness for disastrous consequences.
Oh, car buddy! You want some of this?
That's the last of us!
Glad I left my box hauling days behind.
I don't believe we've discussed side effects, Dr. Ambrose.
The drug's not ready for release yet. The side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it results in some thrilling mutations. Forearms, maybe? Or a second head?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia. Shall I enumerate every way our volunteers have died? Suicide by automech, suicide by hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, boss? I just put on a new cylinder.
Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
Welcome, volunteers. Here you will be demonstrating key life skills in a simulated working environment. As in any work environment, inattentiveness can have disastrous consequences.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, is all. I don't want to see no more. I can't take this.
Let's get out of here, boss. We've seen enough.
Easy now.
Incoming! Don't you worry, Mr. Lucky Spirit. We're gonna finish your work and put you to rest, good and proper.
Who knew what dark...
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings? Sure, I'm an open book. Not a... Well, I'll be damned. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But Spacer's Choice won't let me out of here until I deliver the whole set. Do you think you could get the rest? Of course, I won't be going. Did you manage? Well, I'll be damned. But...
This unit is currently, please return. Have a... This unit, please return. Error. This unit has been... This unit is please have a better...